Mount and Blade Bannerlord is the sequel to Mount and Blade Warband. Fans have been waiting 10 years for this. Really, it's just Mount and Blade Warband with better graphics. And I love it. But if you wanted, you could take over the whole world, like Genghis Khan or Walt Disney. But I want to become rich, like my hero, Ebenezer Scrooge. He had it all. A huge house, employees who are willing to work on Christmas, truly an icon to strive for. But then a bunch of entitled ghosts showed up out of nowhere and nagged him into charity like the lazy millennials they were. So today, I'm going to show you how to bring capitalism to the Middle Ages. What's a good name for an ancient businessman? I'm thinking Tony. You get dropped into the tutorial mission. Apparently your family was kidnapped by bandits. Your brother tells you to go get money to pay the ransom, but I'm not going to do that. Instead, I'm going to become filthy rich. We need to come up with a house name and banner. I will be House Stonk, and my banner will fly over fast food restaurants and distribution warehouses all across the continent. I'm also going to join the Roman Empire-based faction, because money is temporary, but the glory of Rome is eternal, so buy calls on Rome. The first thing you'll notice is that I currently have no money. Normally, that's not a problem. Plenty of rich people started out with nothing, but then most of them inherit a lot of money from their parents. But my parents are already dead. This is my inheritance. You cheap, lazy sons of... Obviously, the best lesson I can teach you about making money is to already be rich before you start. I guess I'm gonna have to go borrow money off rich people whose parents had the courtesy to die wealthy. Some might think that taking loans with no business plan is a bad idea, but I prefer to see every loan as an opportunity. You might think I'd see this as an opportunity to pay my family's ransom and get them back, because family is the real treasure. No. Treasure is the real treasure. Why do you think they call it treasure and not family? It's not called National Family 2 Book of Secrets. Using this money, I bought as many workshops as I could, hoping I could make a profit as a baron of industry. But then some rats brought a plague, and then the governor signed a stay-at-home order, so now all of my shops are about as profitable as Blockbuster Video. I think I have to reevaluate my business model. After carefully considering my options, there are 3 routes I can take the Stonk family business. One is the Bill Gates way, where you invent something, like computers, and then spend the rest of your life trying to convince people that Internet Explorer isn't a waste of RAM. The Jeff Bezos way, where you get so rich that your ex-wife can take half of your money and you're still the richest man in the world. Or the Mansa Musa way, where you get so rich that over 600 years later, middle schoolers make shitty memes about you. Now, I'm not married and I don't use Internet Explorer. I'm a proud Opera user, so I'm gonna go with my main man, Mr. Mansa Musa. After doing some basic historical research, I've discovered the method Mansa Musa made millions. He owned a lot of gold. That's terrible help. That's like saying the ocean is wet because it owns a lot of water. But it wasn't just that he had a lot of gold, it was that he had all the gold. Mansa Musa had so much gold that when he gave it away, it became worthless. I have to monopolize one of the empire's industries. So what resource should I hoard? There's no toilet paper in the game, but what's something that everyone loves unconditionally? I'm gonna monopolize the butter industry. Welcome to Mount and Blade Bannerlord. My plan is 3 phases. First, I'm going to buy all the butter in the world. To accomplish this, I'm gonna have to take out what some might refer to as predatory loans, but I like to refer to them as predatory opportunities. So I've been playing the game for a few hours now. I have a little over 1.8 million units of butter. I'm also slightly over encumbered, but soon it'll be worth it. I've also ordered my workshops to only produce butter, and any I don't own get conveniently burned down. Once I have all the butter in the world, I can set outrageous prices for worthless goods, like Pier 1 imports, or the US housing market. So apparently taking out loans to purchase a theoretically unlimited amount of butter has put Stonk's butter into a Nicolas Cage amount of debt, but don't worry, I took all that liquid debt and put it into rock-hard butter. All I have to do now is wait for scarcity to drive the price of butter up. Then this butter train becomes a gravy train. So I have another problem. Apparently the price of butter isn't really exploding the way I anticipated. Oh no, how could this have happened? It's almost like building a business based exclusively on butter is a bad idea. It's almost like this business was designed to fail. What are we gonna do? This is why it was important to join the Empire earlier. You see, being the only company in the world that makes butter and employing thousands of people, the Stonks are now officially too big to fail. Now kids, I'm gonna teach you about TARP, or Troubled Asset Relief Program. We go to the Empress and simply explain that investor futures on butter tanked the market and now all our collateralized debt assets have lost value against the issued bonds. It's a phrase that means nothing, but will also collapse the global economy. Oops. Well, what can you do? Go into the Kingdom tab and find the bailout policy. Once it's approved, Stonk's butter will get $3 billion in taxpayer-funded bailout cash. I know what you're thinking. Big Beak, this is a pretty serious mess you've gotten yourself into. How are we gonna pay off all this debt and get in the green with just butter? Here's the secret. Just like rescuing our family, I'm just not gonna do it. This isn't a video about running a successful business. This is a video about getting rich. I don't owe anyone money. The business does. So here's what you do. Take that bailout money. Congratulations, that's your bonus. Now we just have to declare Stonk's butter bankrupt.
I declare bankruptcy! me!
All that's left now is to sell off all our butter. Doing this will flood the economy with cheap, worthless butter, collapsing its value, and that's the Mansa Musa guarantee. I know what you're wondering. Is any of this legal? Well, I'll refer you to my lawyer.
Was all this legal? Absolutely.
And with that done, all we have to do now is flee the country. And it's as easy as that, ladies and gentlemen. And now that we're reaching the end of the video, I have a small investment opportunity that you may be interested in. It's called Big Beak's Buttertainment, ticker symbol BUTT. And we're looking for investors into our multinational collateralized debt obligation butter fund. If you're interested, please mail me $20 million. But now the Empress is following me, and she looks pissed. Apparently, fleeing the country after embezzling billions from the government is frowned upon for some reason. Obviously a bug. Better patch that out in the next update, Tail Worlds.